So, Walter, man, first off, thank you so much for doing this session.
Oh, man, please, man. You know, my
really?
pleasure.
We talked about this song, you know, and just curious about what the song means to you, you know, in the wee small hours of the morning. And I'll tell you.
Man, I'll just tell you the irony of it. I don't know if that's a proper word, but my girlfriend's leaving today for Washington, D.C., and we're in Boston.
Yeah.
Or, you know, and just the thought of, you know, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's going to be probably 20 degrees tonight. You know, I mean, it couldn't have been a more perfect, a better song for me to play today. But this is, you know, the larger point is that this is, I think, a perfect song. Yeah. It is my favorite song of all time, and I'm just glad to be a part of the project.
Thank you, man. I couldn't agree more. I think the song is, I mean, who hasn't done something that they wish they hadn't and burned off, you know, a lover or a wonderful, you know, in our case, a woman, right. You know, but I think the song works equally well for women who might be feeling this way about, you know, a man that they've screwed up. You know,
well, you know, I mean, I hope, you know, my girlfriend kind of listens to some of it because, you know, I mean, she's got to go through the wee small hours too, hopefully by herself.
Of course she's by herself.
I know. But you're right. I mean, it's just the song. I mean, and even if it's not about, you know, stepping out, just the time period, wee small hours of the morning.
That's when you feel it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I have to say I've been there, man. In fact, I remember about a year and a half ago when I was working on this project, conceiving this album, this song kept playing again and again in my mind because I've been there, and it's at 3 in the morning when you wake up and you look over there and there's nobody there. You're saying, "Oh man,"
right?
You know, and you want to pick up the phone and say, "Please, baby, please, baby."
That's right.
You know, but maybe your pride gets in the way, or maybe that ship has sailed. You
right.
know? But I think that it is those times of the night when you feel the loneliest, and the people who wrote this song, the lyrics put it in beautifully. Yeah. The chord changes are melancholy and sad.
Yes, and get quite complex around the time where I messed up.
He did a perfect solo. Perfect. It's perfect. No.
One take.
One take. But I was working in terms of the arrangement of the song. You know, as you know, I'm working with the nylon string flamenco / classical guitar, but playing jazzy music on it. And for me, I really wanted to have a woody acoustic sound. I wanted to make the arrangement very modern. But the best possible thing I could do is have Walter Beasley, you know, playing a killing solo. You made me cry.
Oh man, I appreciate that. I mean, we go way back. I've long admired your work in many different facets. I've always known you to be a true professional, and it was an honor to be on this project. And I was telling somebody the other day that it was a while before we even knew exactly what you did with music, because you were the first black businessman that we knew as 18, 19-year-old, and you know, you had your recording studios and so on and so forth. I mean, you were a role model for all of us to follow, and to know now that you're doing your own thing and going out there in the music tip is just, like I said, I was immediately excited to be a part of the project, and I still am.
Thank you. Well, I have to say, you're the person in the room with the #1 album, so. So I appreciate all that, but come on,
well, lessons learned.
Exactly. All right, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
All right,
take care.
All right,
thank you.
In the wee small hours of the morning, when the whole wide world is fast asleep, you'll lie awake and think about the girl, and never ever think of counting sheep. When the lonely heart has learned its lesson, you'd be hers if only she would call.